In the spotlight tonight is Peter Gunn from Wimbledon, a retired DOS programmer. His specialist subject is the life and work of Peter Gordon Gunn. Our other contestant this evening is currently busy and will be revealed shortly. Their chosen specialist subject is general ignorance. Good evening and welcome to this special episode of Mastermind. Tonight we are the special guests of the Peter Gunn 70th birthday celebration. And this evening we shall be cross-examining two sharp brains in the famous black chair. The rules are simple. They will both be quizzed on their specialist subjects. They won't be able to see the clock, but know it will be counting down. Probably. The contestant with the most points will then be declared the winner of Peter Gunn's Mastermind.
Our first contestant is in the chair. Your name, please.
Desmond Gunn.
Your occupation.
Retired.
Your chosen specialist subject is the life and work of Peter Gordon Gunn. Peter Gunn, you will have approximately 2 to 3 minutes on the clock, and your time starts around about now. You worked in the 80s in South Ruislip on the top floor of a building overlooking the Central Line. What was the name of that building?
Do you want the name in the 1960s or the name in the 1950s?
I want the answer on my sheet.
Try Beeline House then.
Correct.
Question 2. What denomination was the Bank of Bilbo Baggins created?
Can you repeat the question?
On what denomination was the Bank of Bilbo Baggins created?
Pass.
At your school, Donhead, what were used as incentives to encourage good behaviour and achievement?
Coupons.
Correct.
On some occasions when you worked in Canada, you would go for lunch outside the office. Both you and Hugh Upton would insist on sitting in the back seat of someone's car, making them appear to be your chauffeur. Hugh even bought them a chauffeur's hat. Who was the reluctant chauffeur?
Elie Ben-Suzon.
Correct.
You may recall the Mayfair project you worked on with finance in 1980. What did Mayfair stand for?
Management and financial, accounting, integrated, review.
Oh, so close.
Wrong.
Management and financial accounting, integrated reporting.
Woo!
You had to scale a wall as part of a British Airways management training session. You successfully climbed the wall, but who held your safety rope on that day?
Stephen Mallet.
Correct.
Whilst working for BEA in the mid to late 1960s, you were often found spending your lunchtime break playing a popular tabletop game that didn't involve playing cards or dice. Name the game.
Subbuteo.
Correct.
And I was Oxford United as well.
In 1961, you stayed in the Savoy Hotel in Slima, Malta, with John Gilhooly. Can you recall how much the room cost, including breakfast, for one night? That's a no.
6 shillings.
No.
That was without the breakfast. It was probably 9 shillings with the breakfast.
That wasn't a question.
Correct answer is 10 and 6.
As a former employee of an organisation which operates worldwide, can you name the country which has a shape which is also the name of the country?
Help, Barry. Can I phone a friend? Pass, I think.
Which of your two sons owned a left-hand drive Ford Fiesta bought for £500?
Can you repeat the question?
Which of your two sons owned a left-hand drive Ford Fiesta bought for £500?
It's going to be a guess, I think. Alex.
That's incorrect.
Dominic.
The correct answer is both of them. Dominic bought it off Alex, who never actually drove it, but who had originally bought it.
In 1966, you and John Crowcroft were in Rome and were offered to sleep on the lounge dining room floor by whom?
Sorry, repeat the question.
In 1966, which bit didn't you get?
The bit after being in Rome.
You were offered to sleep on the lounge dining room floor by whom?
Jim Burton.
And Nancy Burton, yes.
In May 1968, Queen's Park Rangers gained promotion to the old First Division. You travelled with John Crowcroft to the final away match of the season. Who did Queen's Park Rangers play?
No, that's wrong.
I'll have a guess. Aston Villa.
That is correct.
Yeah, before you get too cocky, what was the final score in that match between QPR and Aston Villa?
2-1.
2.
Queen's Park Rangers won the match.
Correct.
On the 15th of May 1957, you went to the Plaza Cinema in Southfields. What did you go to see?
57.
Yes. 15th of May, if it helps.
I have absolutely no idea. Although I went with.
On the 4th of December 1958, you learnt a new dance. What was it called?
The twist.
It was the cha-cha.
Was that you?
On the 24th of April 1960, how much did you weigh?
£9 stone, 13 pounds.
That is incorrect. You weighed 9 stone, 9 pounds.
Pretty good.
On the 22nd of October, 1963, you spent a very memorable night. Where?
In a brothel in Beirut.
Funnily enough, you didn't mention that in your diaries. Well, we had it as a Mariestad police station in the jail, Sweden.
Need to let your secret out there,
In 1963, if you called Putney 4650, at which address would the telephone ring?
Can you repeat the question with the microphone not quite as near your mouth?
In 1963, if you called Putney 4650, at which address would the telephone ring?
53 South Dean Gardens.
Correct.
Who is 53 South?
What was your mother's favourite book?
Peter Pan.
Correct.
You were born on the 19th of January, 1942.
Correct.
I've started, so... On what day of the week did that fall?
Monday.
Correct.
You used to play a particular trick on pedestrians in South Dean Gardens involving a bottle, a pillar, some cotton and a tree. What did you used to fill the bottle with?
You wouldn't want to know.
That's why I have asked.
P.
That is what I have on the answer sheet.
It's a shame Baylor's gone home because he'd be blushing by now.
In March 1967, you were married to Brenda. On this same day, the League Cup final between Queen's Park Rangers and West Bromwich Albion took place. What was the final score in that match?
Queen's Park Rangers won 4-2, I think.
That is not correct. Queen's Park Rangers 3, West Bromwich Albion 2.
3-2.
Which Tomorrow's World No, I've started, so I'll finish. Which Tomorrow's World presenter did you once appear on BBC TV with?
Oh, we know this one.
Raymond Baxter's the only one I can think of.
That's correct. Peter Gunn, you scored 13 with 3 passes. You passed on question number 5.
Which was?
No, that was the Mayfair
Bottom
project. Question 2 was a pass, sorry. The denomination of the Bank of Bilbo Baggins was on a £5 note. Question 9. The country which is also the same name as its shape is Chile. Question 14. I can't believe you didn't get this one. On the 15th of May 1957, when you went to the Plaza Cinema in Southfields, you went to see Anastasia starring Yul Brynner and Ingrid Bergman. Surely everyone remembers when they went to see that.
Who with, by the way?
If you can't remember, we shouldn't say.
Good.
3 passes, grand total of 13.
Your name, please.
Alex Gunn,
And your occupation?
accountant.
Your chosen specialist subject is general ignorance.
Oh, you'll need these.
I don't appear to have any questions. Your time starts now. A rendition of whose theme tune was awarded a Grammy in 1987, featuring the guitarist Dwayne Eddy together with the group The Art of Noise?
Peter Gunn.
Correct. Which person, present here this evening, featured in the first ever volleyball match to be televised?
Peter Gunn?
Correct. Name the person who thought it might be a good idea to let me entertain myself as a small child with a sledgehammer and a chisel. Which ultimately led to me being taken to hospital in a wheelbarrow.
Peter Gunn?
Sadly, that is correct. In 1980, as part of your 10th birthday celebrations, you also enjoyed a stay in the Savoy Hotel in Slima, Malta. Can you recall who you shared your room with on that occasion?
Peter Gunn.
That is correct. Who, as a child, generally used to come back home from playing outside all covered in mud, and when told off by his mother would declare, "Whenever I have a lovely time, I'm always in trouble when I get home."
Peter Gunn.
That is correct. Which person famously picked a peck of pickled peppers?
Peter Gunn?
That's incorrect. It was Peter Piper who famously picked a peck of pickled peppers.
How many did he pick?
A lot. Who was given a nickname derived from the Dallas soap opera character Des Barnes?
Peter Gunn.
That is correct. Who saved you from drowning in a hotel swimming pool near Heathrow, having first thrown you into the water before you had started learning to swim?
I remember this one. That was Peter Gunn.
That is correct. Age 6. Who threw Paul Edwards' school cap over a wall into the police station and then had to go and ask for it back?
I heard it was Peter Gunn.
Correct. Which actor has played the part of Brian Packham in Coronation Street since 2010?
Peter Gunn.
Correct. Only one person has ever needed you to step in as peacemaker to prevent them getting into a punch-up during a game of golf and during a softball match. Who is that person?
Peter Gunn.
Correct. At a barbecue during the Euro 96 football tournament. I've started, so I'll finish.
Thought you would.
At a barbecue during the Euro 96 football tournament, who turned to say goodbye, then walked straight into the patio window and collapsed in a heap?
This is just a guess. Was it Peter Gunn?
That is correct. Alex Gunn, you have scored a total of 11 points. No passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Alex Gunn, I scored a grand total of 11 points. Peter Gunn, you scored a grand total of 13 points. Is that me, the winner?
No.
Peter Gunn, we declare you the winner of the Peter Gunn Mastermind. Here's your prize. All that remains for us to do now is to thank all the friends and ex-colleagues who submitted questions. Thank you for watching.
I'll see you later.
Good night.